Long time since I heard your voice. Please say hi to them all. DJ Joey, Bruce, and the rest of the guy. I will. I think they heard you. Okay, let's continue with our countdown. This will be song at, let me see.
Number 4.
We're saying hello to Dr. Rowan Yolo. Hi. Thank you for still being with us. To Via Reyes, asking if I'm going to be joined in by some other former retro jocks. Well, that all depends on management, and that all depends on you. If you ask for it that hard, you text, you go to our website and tell management, hey, we want to hear some of the guys. Maybe. They're always listening, okay? And if you reach 1 million signatures, maybe they will relent. 1 million signatures, okay. Mo's complaining. I don't think he has that many relatives at 1 million, okay? Anyway, okay, I told you about that. So if you can, do that, please, and hopefully you'll get them all back. Well, this is a good start. At least I'm back, right? Anyway, Sinead O'Connor's, this was a number 1 hit in 17 countries based on some magazines, but worldwide, it was the number 1 song in 1990. In the U.S., it was the number 1 song for 1990, topping the Hot 100 for 4 weeks. In 1998, MTV named this number 34 on their list of the greatest videos ever made. And it's hard to believe that she butchered her own career with an appearance on Saturday Night Live when she sang an a cappella, then ripped off a picture of the Pope at the end. This reminds me of Duterte, okay? And her career has never been the same ever since. And this was Sinead O'Connor's last big hit. She turned off a lot of people with her political statement, which included refusing to let the national anthem be played before a concert in New Jersey and tearing up a picture again of the Pope on Saturday Night Live. Why would you do that? Right? Okay, we continue with our countdown as to the songs on the top 3 worldwide. This is based on countdown and chart surveys of many countries. Okay, I think I've told you that. New Zealand, we had UK, Cashbox, and Finland, France, Ceylon, Germany, Europe Decade Countdown, and Canada, Australia, Japan, Luxembourg, and many, many others. Okay, about 135 charts made this song at number 1, putting them all together. This were the songs that made it big in 1980 and up to 1999. Let's go back to our countdown. Countdown special after number 4 is number 3, and she makes it at 3. Although she's not the original singer of this one, the writer and original singer of this one is Dolly Parton. Retro 105.9, you're listening in to the Triggerman. Dolly Parton wrote this and did the original version in 1974, which went to number 1 on the country chart that year. She recorded another version for the 1982 movie, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, which also hit number 1 on the country chart. She wrote the song after the breakup of the musical partnership she had with country singer Porter Wagoner. Anyway, this was featured in the movie The Bodyguard, which Houston starred with Kevin Costner, and Houston played a famous singer and Costner her bodyguard. Of course, they fall in love. Costner picked it for the movie. Well, Whitney originally intended to cover Jimmy Ruffin's What Becomes of the Brokenhearted as the lead single for The Bodyguard. However, after she found out that the song has been used just 1 year earlier in the 1991 film Fried Green Tomatoes, Costner suggested she record Dolly Parton's country hit instead. That's our number 3 song on our countdown for today on the Triggerman's Countdown over Retro 105.9 DCGFM. Third song, that was for the year 1992, Bodyguard. As for the song that went number 1 in 1998 globally, in the Philippines as well, here's Celine. You know, I thought this was going to be the number 1 song. Many of you probably thought that way. This was written for the movie Titanic. The song first appeared on the Titanic soundtrack, November 7, 1997. 1998, the song went globally number 1, which sold at least 15 million copies worldwide, even though the rest of the album is comprised of James Horner's instrumental pieces written for the film. This was a huge boon for Sony Records, which released the soundtrack. When they made the deal, they paid $800,000 for the rights, as it was long before the song was written. You know, a week later after the soundtrack was released, the song appeared on Dion's solo album, Let's Talk About Love, which went on to number one in most countries and sold somewhere around 30 million copies worldwide. The song's unexpected enduring success echoes that of the film, which went way over budget and was delayed for months. The gaudy production seemed doomed for a similar fate as the title Vessel, but it was a triumph, taking in a record of, believe it or not, 1.8 billion worldwide. The box office and its initial run, and winning 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Song for My Heart Will Go On. And the film was released on December 19, 1997, by which the soundtrack have been out for 6 weeks. And Dion's album for 5. The film was a blockbuster beast, the number one film in America from its debut until April. The song was released as a single December 8 and picked up steam in January. Once Christmas was over, the film was established as a phenomenon, and it reached number one in America the last week of February. Worldwide, this was the biggest selling single of 1998. In the UK, it sold almost 1.3 million copies, making Celine Dion the only woman with 2 million selling singles in the UK. And this was named the best film song of all time in 2010. Okay, a survey decided by listeners of the UK radio station. Runner-up in the poll was Rule the World and I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. And this won the Grammy 1998 Grammy Awards for Record of the Year, Best Female Pop Vocal Performance, Song of the Year, and Best Song for a Motion Picture. Okay, there you go. That's our number 2 song.
Love the Lord, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. Mark 12:30. Ang mabuting balita ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3. Mag-MX3 araw-araw para M-Extraordinary.
It's 4 decades of the top 20 since the 1980s.
Okay. I don't know if you'll agree with me, but this is my number one song, and based on all the surveys, this was one of the most successful singles of all time, selling over 3 million copies. It was number one for 16 weeks in the UK, from July 13th to the 26th until October 1991, 7 weeks in the US of A. Here is Bryan Adams. Well, that song is the overall number one song in the 20 years from 1980 to 99. Bested Mariah Carey. Well, bested Mariah Carey by a mile. Celine Dion and all the others, okay? Bryan Adams just did it. Clobbered everybody. That song is a beast. Everything I do it for you. One of the most successful singles of all time, selling over 3 million copies. It was number one for 16 weeks. This went to number one in more than 30 countries. It also won a Grammy for Best Song Written specifically for a motion picture or for television in 1992. Was nominated for Best Song in 91 Academy Awards. Lost to Beauty and the Beast from the movie of the same title. And again, this was featured in the motion picture Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That's it for our countdown. Hope you enjoyed the return of the comeback of the Triggerman and on Retro 105.9. We thank you for counting down with me. I'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
On the Triggerman's Top 20, Retro 105.9.
We count down the greatest hits one by one on the Triggerman's Top 20 at 12, Saturdays and Sundays at 12 noon.
Triggerman.
This is Retro 105.9, Mega Manila's first and only real retro radio station. Broadcasting from Pasig City, Philippines. Streaming live worldwide over RetroDCGFM.com. Member KBP, Retro 105.9. A DCG radio. It's more than just music. It's a lifestyle.